The crushing weight of heartbreak can feel like an eternity, leaving you wondering if you'll ever truly recover. But what if understanding the science behind your pain could be the first step towards healing? Join us as we unravel the complex neurochemistry of emotional loss, offering insights into how your brain adapts and ultimately recovers from the most profound emotional wounds. Let's dissect what's happening. When you're in a loving relationship, your brain is bathed in a delightful cocktail of chemicals. Dopamine, the molecule of motivation and reward, surges through your neural pathways, making your partner the center of your world, a source of immense pleasure. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, fosters feelings of attachment and trust, solidifying your connection. Endogenous opioids, your body's natural painkillers, create a sense of comfort and contentment. This neurochemical landscape creates a stable, rewarding state. But when that relationship ends, the supply is abruptly cut off. Your brain, which had adapted to this constant stream of feel-good chemicals, is suddenly thrown into a state of deficit. This is the root of the intense pain you feel. You might find yourself obsessively checking their social media, rereading old messages, or replaying memories. This isn't a sign of weakness. It's your brain's reward system, now starved of its primary dopamine source, desperately seeking a fix. Neuroimaging studies have shown that when a recently heartbroken person looks at a photo of their ex-partner, the same brain regions light up as in a cocaine addict experiencing a craving. These areas include the ventral tegmental area and the nucleus accumbens, key players in addiction. You are, in a very real sense, experiencing withdrawal. Your dopamine levels have plummeted, leading to the anhedonia, or inability to feel pleasure that makes everything feel gray and joyless. Simultaneously, your brain is flooded with stress hormones like cortisol and norepinephrine. This activates your sympathetic nervous system, the fight-or-flight response. This is why you feel on edge, anxious, have trouble sleeping, and might even lose your appetite. Your heart might literally race, and you could feel that signature ache in your chest. This is because the part of your brain that processes emotional pain, the anterior cingulate cortex, is the same region that registers physical pain. To your brain, the agony of a broken heart is as real as a broken bone. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational decision-making and impulse control, also takes a hit. Its activity is often reduced, which is why you might find yourself doing things you'll later regret, like sending that to AM text. You're navigating a genuine neurochemical crisis. The solution, then, is not to simply get over it. It's to help your brain recalibrate and heal from this state of withdrawal and stress. The first step is to treat it like an addiction. Go no contact. Removing the source of the craving, the constant reminders of your ex, is crucial for allowing your dopamine system to reset. It's difficult, but every time you check their profile or engage with them, you're essentially giving a tiny hitch to an addict, prolonging the painful withdrawal process. Instead, you need to find new, healthy sources of dopamine. This is where exercise becomes so powerful. Physical activity releases endorphins and boosts dopamine, directly counteracting the chemical deficit in your brain. Engaging in a new hobby, spending quality time with supportive friends, or achieving a small goal at work can all help rebuild those reward pathways. Teaching your brain that pleasure and fulfillment can come from sources other than your former partner. To combat the flood of stress hormones, you need to actively engage your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing exercises, and yoga have been scientifically shown to lower cortisol levels and calm the fight-or-flight response. These aren't just feel-good activities. They are direct interventions that change your brain's chemistry, giving your prefrontal cortex the space it needs to come back online and regain control. The key takeaway here is to understand that the overwhelming pain of heartbreak is a physiological reality, not a personal failing. Your brain is going through a profound and difficult process of withdrawal and recalibration. By understanding the neurochemical underpinnings, you can take deliberate, science-backed steps to support your brain's healing process. Be patient with yourself and actively work to rebuild your internal chemical balance. But the story doesn't end with just surviving the pain. What if this devastating experience was also a hidden opportunity for profound growth? The neuroscience of post-heartbreak evolution reveals an unexpected silver lining. Your brain can emerge from this trial not just healed, but stronger, more resilient, and more emotionally intelligent than before. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a process known as post-traumatic growth, and it has distinct neural correlates. When the dust of the initial crisis settles, your brain enters a phase of intense reorganization. The emotional turmoil forces you to develop new coping mechanisms and emotional regulation strategies. Think of it like this. Your brain's old navigation system for relationships has crashed. Now, it must build a new, more sophisticated one. This process involves strengthening connections between the emotionally driven limbic system and the rational prefrontal cortex. As you consciously practice self-soothing techniques, reframe negative thoughts, and seek support, you are physically forging new, more efficient neural pathways. This enhanced communication between your emotional and executive brain centers means you become better at managing distress, not just from this breakup, but from future life challenges as well. You're upgrading your brain's entire operating system for emotional regulation. You're also forced to reevaluate your understanding of attachment. Attachment theory, originally developed to explain the bond between infants and caregivers, is incredibly relevant to adult romantic relationships. A breakup can expose insecure attachment patterns you may not have been aware of, perhaps an anxious preoccupation with your partner, or an avoidant tendency to shut down intimacy. While painful, this revelation is a gift. It provides you with a clear roadmap for personal development. By understanding your attachment style, you can consciously work towards earned secure attachment. This involves developing a stronger sense of self-worth independent of a partner, learning to communicate your needs more effectively, and building a belief in your own capacity to be loved and to love in a healthy, interdependent way. This journey rewires the very models of relationships stored in your brain. This period of intense self-reflection can also protect you from a dangerous psychological trap: learned helplessness. This is a state where, after repeated negative experiences, a person starts to believe they have no control over their situation and gives up trying. Heartbreak can certainly feel like that, a crushing defeat. However, by understanding the neurochemical processes and actively taking steps to heal, you are doing the opposite. You are proving to your brain that your actions matter. Each time you choose to go for a run instead of staying in bed, or call a friend instead of your ex, you are reinforcing a sense of agency. This builds what psychologists call an internal locus of control, the belief that you are the architect of your own life. This shift is crucial for long-term mental well-being and is a cornerstone of post-traumatic growth. The key takeaway is that heartbreak, while one of the most painful human experiences, can be a catalyst for a profound neural and personal evolution. It forces your brain to build more robust pathways for emotional regulation, offers a chance to heal and upgrade your attachment patterns, and reinforces a powerful sense of personal agency. By shifting your perspective, you can see this period not just as an ending, but as a mandatory, albeit painful, training ground for becoming a more resilient, self-aware, and emotionally sophisticated version of yourself. Your brain is not just recovering, it's evolving. This exploration into the brain's journey through heartbreak shows us that our deepest pains and our greatest strengths are two sides of the same coin. The very neurochemical processes that cause such intense suffering are also the ones that, when navigated with intention and self-compassion, lay the groundwork for incredible resilience and growth. Your brain is not broken, it is remodeling. If you found this exploration of the mind's resilience insightful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the science of the human experience. Share your thoughts or your own journey with post-heartbreak growth in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today.